gonna be real with y'all. It's the WC, man, World Championship breaking news. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. And sometimes it's a little hard to get back into the swing of things when you haven't been in the swing of things for a long time. But stories like Ja Morant and everything that's going on with him are stories that I've done like time and time and time again over the years, and they all kind of have like the same type of ending to them. All right, now if you don't know what I'm talking about, the face of the franchise, okay, the face of the franchise of the Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant, he's going through a little bit of a tough time right now, right? And it's not, I don't think that this stuff is completely his fault, but majority of it is. From the incident with his mom and the finish line in the mall with him threatening somebody, to a pickup game at his house with kids, and I would assume that they're kids, threatening them and bringing and brandishing a gun at the end of the game, to being on Instagram Live in the strip club with a gun. All of these instances are just kind of like, it just kind of boggles your brain, you know. And let me hit the Wayback Machine, because I referenced that earlier in the video. I said, you know, earlier in the video that I had done videos like this before, right? Does the name Gilbert Arenas kind of ring a bell to anybody that's watching this video? This is kind of like the 2023 version of what happened to Gilbert Arenas. Now, the thing about with Gilbert Arenas was that he brought a gun into the locker room, all right? Which is like, which kind of like, it doesn't even make any sense that he would be able to do that. Like, how did he get past security? Like, don't they walk through metal detectors or anything? Oh, so do they just come off the bus and then go straight to the locker room? There's no security checks whatsoever for these NBA players, I guess because they're the talents or something. I'm failing to understand that. And that's like, we talking about years ago issue, right? But he was the face of the Wizards franchise, and the Wizards they're my team. So of course I would know. I'd be an insider. I'd know, right? So this whole incident happens, right, with him and I think that the basketball player's name was Crenton, and him doing that basically wrecked that whole entire franchise. Antoine Jameson was gone. Caron Butler was gone. Gilbert, like they tried to get rid of his contract. His contract was bad. They were able to draft John Wall. They tried to bring him in with John Wall. That basically failed. Then the Wizards draft Bradley Beal, and then, you know, the whole story. This is not about the Wizards and their backstory and their mess ups or what have you. This is about the potential mess ups of Ja Morant. And then you're sitting here, you're looking at it, and you're like, this guy is the face of the franchise. He's going out of his way to do this. For what? Well, I mean, what is there to prove? What is he doing this to prove? His Instagram, gone. His Twitter, gone. All right. There's a statement in which he's saying a whole, I could read the statement to y'all, but it's a lot of, you know, I'll do better jargon. But it's like, it boggles your brain. Like, he didn't see what happened to Gilbert Arenas, from being the face of the franchise to being an afterthought. And then the guy got hurt because he wasn't on the court long enough. And I mean, it was just really, really bad. And it just seems like it's going down that path. Now, before I wrap this video up, I'm pretty sure a lot of people heard what Jalen Rose said on either NBA Countdown or one of these shows. And it kind of stuck with me, right? Because I watched Jalen Rose come up as well. Like, as being a kid, I watched him with his time, especially with the Pacers, and his brief time up there with Toronto. You can't forget Jalen Rose having, you know, 81 dropped on him by Kobe. You can never forget that. And I know that's a low blow, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm non-biased here. Ain't nobody paying me. You know what I'm saying? YouTube ain't even paying me. But anyway, like I was saying, he spoke about how he, at one time and point, was Ja Morant. That he was that guy that was trying to figure it out. That he was a part of the Fab Five and the celebrity with it, and suddenly becoming the breadwinner of your family, and all those things, and all that stuff sounds correct to me. But I think that Ja Morant is at the stage in his life where it's just like nobody can tell him nothing. His dad can't stop him. His mom can't stop him. The Memphis Grizzlies can't stop him. Adam Silver, we know Adam Silver can't stop him. Like, he's in a place right now in which he might end up worse than Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas, he got his $100 million contract, his max contract. Ja Morant ain't on a max contract yet. He's not on a max player contract yet. He's not on no damn Steph Curry contract yet. All right, he's the face of that franchise. The Memphis Grizzlies franchise, is built around him. All right, they're going to go through whatever type of playoff run that they're going to go through probably without him, according to my sources. They said he was done for the season, and they just going to get him up out of there. But if they're trying to get anywhere close to the Western Conference Finals, they're going to need him. But we're talking about maybe 3-4 years down the line right now. We're not necessarily talking about this year. Are they really going to be able to get back past the Suns, the Warriors, you know what I'm saying, all those other teams in the West? I don't think so. Mavericks, I don't think so. Even with Morant, they're not necessarily ready to win now, but later they will be. And this guy has to be in the right headspace, because clearly he's not. So let me know how you guys feel down below, man. It's the WC, man. It looks like I'm back on my game. It just looks that way, right? The music's gonna cut me off. I'm gone for now. Peace out.